We live in a world brimming with opportunities, an era where information is abundant and readily available at our fingertips. Think about it, anything you want to learn, any skill you want to master, is just a few clicks away. From fitness tips that promise six-pack abs to strategies for building wealth and happiness, the knowledge is there, waiting for us. And yet, despite this ocean of resources, many of us feel stuck, dreaming big but struggling to turn those dreams into reality. Why? The missing piece isn't information. We have plenty of that. What we lack is the ability to act, the courage, discipline, and energy to take that first step, followed by another, and another, until we reach our goals. It's not just knowing what to do, it's doing what we know, consistently. Here's the truth, the word power means the ability to act. True power isn't about having control over others or being the smartest person in the room. It's about having the inner strength to act on your goals and align your actions with your deepest desires, no matter the obstacles. Now think of the most successful people you admire, the trailblazers, the innovators, the dreamers who turned their visions into reality. These individuals weren't born with some magical formula for success. They weren't handed perfect circumstances. They faced challenges, doubters, and countless reasons to quit. Yet, they didn't. They acted. What separates them from the rest of us isn't just their dreams, it's the habits and character traits they cultivated to make those dreams happen. The biggest and most impactful people on this planet have mastered 7 key character qualities that give them the power to act. These traits didn't appear overnight. They were forged through experience, persistence, and the willingness to fail forward. Let's break these down and reflect on how they could transform your life. Clarity of purpose. They know what they want. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But how many of us spend years chasing goals that aren't even ours? The truly powerful understand their core desires and focus their energy on what matters most. Imagine the power of waking up every day knowing exactly what you're working toward. Courage in action. Fear stops so many of us. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But successful individuals move forward anyway. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means acting despite it. Think of every time you hesitated because you weren't sure of the outcome. What if, just once, you acted anyway? Resilience. Life isn't fair, and the road to success is anything but smooth. The ability to bounce back, to keep moving after setbacks, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Resilience is like a muscle, it grows stronger the more you use it. Discipline. Dreams without discipline are just fantasies. The most successful people don't rely on motivation, they build habits that carry them through even on the toughest days. Think about what you could achieve if you stayed consistent, no matter how you felt. Passion for growth. They never stop learning. They embrace mistakes as lessons, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Imagine seeing failure not as a dead end but as a stepping stone to something greater. Empathy and connection. Greatness isn't achieved in isolation. Powerful people build relationships, inspire others, and create communities that elevate everyone involved. The ability to connect deeply with others fuels their success and creates lasting impact. Unshakable optimism. They believe in a better future, and in their ability to create it. Optimism isn't about ignoring reality, it's about seeing possibilities where others see problems. With a mindset like this, every hurdle becomes a chance to rise higher. Now, Pause for a moment. Close your eyes and imagine the person you want to become. Someone who wakes up with purpose, faces challenges with courage, and walks through life with unshakable confidence. That person isn't as far away as you think. The path begins with one small decision: to act. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect, but today. Because when you build these 7 character qualities, you're not just chasing success, you're creating it. You're not just dreaming of change, you're living it. And in doing so, you unlock the truest definition of power, the ability to transform your life into something extraordinary. So, ask yourself, what's one action you can take right now? Start small if you must, but start. Your future self is waiting for you to act. Imagine being 25 years old and writing a book so impactful that it changes not just your life but the lives of millions around the globe. That's exactly what Tony Robbins did. At an age when most of us are still figuring out our path, Robbins poured his heart, lessons, and vision into a personal development masterpiece that has stood the test of time. This book wasn't written from a place of privilege or convenience. Robbins was living in a 400-square-foot apartment, tiny, cramped, and far from luxurious. He was washing his dishes in the bathtub because he didn't even have a proper sink. Life wasn't easy, but he had something far more valuable than comfort: a burning desire to transform his circumstances and an unshakable belief that he could. In less than 3 years, Robbins didn't just turn his life around, he skyrocketed to success, becoming a multimillionaire. How did he do it? Through the very principles and strategies he outlines in his book. These aren't abstract ideas or lofty theories, they're practical, actionable steps that anyone can use to change their life. Robbins took the lessons he learned through his struggles and turned them into a system, a blueprint for personal transformation. But what makes this book truly remarkable is its universality. The same concepts that helped Robbins rise from washing dishes in a bathtub to becoming a household name have been shared with millions of people worldwide. From CEOs to athletes, from students to parents, his teachings have resonated with individuals from all walks of life. They've been the catalyst for countless success stories, proof that these principles work no matter who you are or where you're starting from. This isn't just a book, it's a lifeline, a toolkit for building the life you've always dreamed of. Robbins didn't just write words on a page, he shared the very strategies that lifted him out of his darkest days and into a life of abundance. And if they work for him, they can work for you too. It's a reminder that no matter how small your apartment is, how big your struggles feel, or how distant your dreams seem, transformation is possible. All it takes is a willingness to act, learn, and grow. Tony Robbins' story isn't just inspirational, it's proof that with the right tools and mindset, anything is achievable. The most successful people in the world share a common thread: they are driven by a deep, unshakable purpose that fuels their actions. It's this overarching sense of direction that pushes them to strive for more, to overcome challenges, and to achieve greatness. They don't just stumble upon success, they actively create it, starting with a clear vision of what they want to accomplish. What sets these individuals apart is their ability to set meaningful objectives and define their desired outcomes. They don't drift through life hoping for the best. Instead, they chart a course, knowing exactly where they're headed and what success looks like for them. This clarity is a superpower, and Tony Robbins has distilled it into 5 powerful rules for developing and achieving your intended results. 1. Make a clear statement about the outcome. Clarity is the first step to success. You can't hit a target you can't see, and the same is true for your goals. Robbins emphasizes the importance of defining exactly what you want. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful, or I want to lose weight. Be specific. What does success mean to you? How much weight do you want to lose? What's the time frame? The clearer your goal, the more focused your actions will be. 2. Get as detailed as possible. Don't just state your goal, paint a vivid picture of it. Imagine every detail. What does achieving this goal look like? What does it feel like? Robbins encourages you to engage all your senses. If your goal is to own your dream home, visualize walking through it. Feel the texture of the floors under your feet, hear the sound of your family laughing in the living room, smell the fresh paint on the walls, and see the sunlight streaming through the windows. The more detailed your vision, the more real and compelling it becomes. 3. Establish a method for gathering evidence. How will you know when you've achieved your goal? Success isn't just about checking a box, it's about experiencing the fulfillment that comes with it. Robbins advises creating a method to measure your progress. Ask yourself, what will I see, feel, and experience when I reach my goal? If your objective is to improve your health, your evidence might be seeing a lower number on the scale, feeling more energetic throughout the day, or hearing compliments from friends and family about your transformation. 4. Take command of your outcome. Robbins stresses the importance of taking full responsibility for your results. Your goals should be something you can directly influence. If your desired outcome depends entirely on external circumstances or other people, you're relinquishing control. Choose goals that empower you to take action, make changes, and create results. This is about stepping into your power and knowing that you hold the reins of your destiny. 5. Ensure the outcome is environmentally sound and appealing. True success isn't just about you, it's about how your achievements impact the world around you. Robbins encourages you to consider whether your goals align with your values and benefit others as well. Ask yourself, does this goal support my well-being and the well-being of those around me? Does it contribute positively to my life and the lives of others? A goal that's both appealing and ethical will not only drive you but also create a ripple effect of positivity. When you apply these 5 rules, you're not just setting goals, you're creating a roadmap for a life filled with purpose and achievement. Success isn't accidental, it's intentional. It's about taking deliberate steps to align your actions with your vision, using these principles as your guide. So, what's stopping you? Take a moment to think about your biggest dream. Make it clear, bring it to life with vivid details, and ensure it aligns with your values. Then, take command and start moving toward it, one step at a time. Your future self will thank you for the action you take today. Remember, clarity and action are the bridges that turn dreams into reality. Crafting a master list of your life's desires isn't just about writing down wishes, it's about creating a vision so compelling that it ignites a fire within you. By following these 12 steps, you'll move from dreaming about what's possible to building a concrete, actionable plan to make it real. Let's break this process down step by step and see how it can transform your life. 1. Dream big, list everything you want. Start with no limits. Write down everything you want to do, become, and share in life. Don't filter yourself or play it safe, this is the time to take risks with your imagination. Want to travel the world? Write it down. Dream of starting a business? Add it to the list. The bigger the dream, the stronger your drive will be. 2. Set timelines for each goal. For each desire, estimate when you want to achieve it. Maybe it's within a year, 5 years, or even 20. Giving your goals a timeline creates urgency and helps you prioritize. Remember, a dream with a deadline becomes a goal. 3. Pick your top 4 priorities for the year. Out of everything on your list, narrow it down to the 4 goals that matter most to you this year. These are the ones that excite you the most or have the biggest impact on your life. By focusing on a smaller set of priorities, you give yourself a better chance of success. 4. Align your goals with the 5 outcome rules. Make sure your top 4 goals are clear, detailed, measurable, within your control, and beneficial to others. Are they aligned with the 5 rules for defining outcomes? If not, refine them until they are. This alignment ensures your goals are not just lofty ideas but actionable plans. 5. Identify your existing resources. Take stock of what you already have. List your skills, talents, relationships, and tools at your disposal. Often, we overlook the resources right in front of us. Recognizing them boosts confidence and helps you see that you're more prepared than you might think. 6. Recall moments of success. Think back to times when you've used these resources effectively. Did your creativity help you solve a tough problem? Did your persistence help you finish a challenging project? Reliving these moments primes your mind to believe in your ability to succeed. 7. Define the person you need to become. To achieve your goals, who do you need to be? Will you need more discipline, courage, or patience? Will you need to learn a new skill or cultivate a new habit? Write down the qualities you must develop, and start working on them now. 8. Identify what's holding you back. What obstacles are standing in your way? Maybe it's fear, procrastination, or lack of time. Be honest with yourself. Identifying these barriers isn't about dwelling on the negatives, it's about preparing to overcome them. 9. Create a step-by-step plan. Break each of your 4 goals into smaller, manageable steps. What can you do today, this week, or this month to move closer to your goal? A detailed plan keeps you focused and prevents overwhelm. 10. Learn from role models. Think of people who have achieved similar goals. Who inspires you? Write their names and note one piece of advice they might give you if they could talk to you personally. Drawing inspiration from others reminds you that success is possible. 11. Design your perfect day. From the moment you wake up to when you go to bed, imagine your ideal day. What are you doing? Who are you with? How do you feel? Envisioning this day reinforces why your goals matter and keeps you motivated. 12. Create your ideal environment. Finally, think about the setting where you thrive. What does it look like? Maybe it's an organized workspace, a serene home, or a supportive community. Crafting the right environment helps you stay focused and energized as you work toward your dreams. Why this process works. This 12-step plan isn't just a list, it's a blueprint for transformation. Each step builds on the other, taking you from dreaming to doing. The beauty of this process lies in its balance. It encourages big thinking while keeping you grounded in actionable steps. Now, it's your turn. Take the time to go through each step thoughtfully. Your desires, your goals, and your vision deserve this effort. Imagine the satisfaction of not just dreaming about your best life but living it. This process is your chance to create that life, one clear, deliberate step at a time. You have what it takes. Let's go. Our beliefs about who we are and what we're capable of don't just influence our lives, they define them. As Tony Robbins so profoundly explains, these beliefs serve as the invisible architects of our destiny. They shape the decisions we make, the actions we take, and ultimately, the life we create. If you believe you are limited, your life will reflect those limitations. But if you believe in endless possibilities, your world expands to meet that belief. The course of your life is determined by what you feel is possible, and understanding this truth can unlock doors you never imagined existed. However, to cultivate beliefs that empower and uplift us, we must first understand how they are formed. Beliefs are not random, they are carefully molded by the influences in our lives. Recognizing the forces that shape our thoughts is the first step in mastering them. Robbins identifies 5 key factors that influence our belief systems, each carrying the power to transform our mindset and guide us toward greatness. 1. Environment, the soil in which beliefs grow. The environment you immerse yourself in plays a pivotal role in what you perceive as possible. Think of it as the soil where the seeds of your beliefs are planted. A supportive environment, filled with people who challenge and uplift you, can inspire you to aim higher and dream bigger. Conversely, a toxic or negative environment can stifle your growth, convincing you that your dreams are unrealistic or unattainable. Take a moment to assess your surroundings. Are you spending time with people who fuel your ambition or those who diminish it? The environment is a mirror, reflecting back the potential you see in yourself. If you want to cultivate beliefs that lead to greatness, place yourself in spaces that encourage growth, innovation, and positivity. 2. Events, life's defining moments. Certain events in our lives are so profound that they leave an indelible mark on our beliefs. These defining moments can be joyous victories, like landing your dream job, or painful experiences, like overcoming a personal tragedy. Such events have the power to reshape how we see ourselves and the world around us. 3. Knowledge, the wisdom of others. Even in your darkest moments, knowledge can serve as a beacon of hope. Reading about the triumphs of others, how they started with nothing and still achieved greatness, can ignite a spark within you. Stories of perseverance and success remind us that challenges are not roadblocks but stepping stones. Every book you read, every story you hear, and every lesson you learn expands your perspective. They whisper to you, if they can do it, so can you. Knowledge is not just power, it's liberation. It frees you from the chains of self-doubt and instills the belief that no matter how dire your circumstances, you hold the ability to rise above them. 4th, past results, proof of your potential. There's a unique power in looking back at what you've already accomplished. Each success, no matter how small, serves as undeniable evidence of what you're capable of. Once you've achieved something, you carry the knowledge that you can do it again, and perhaps even better. Reflect on your past victories, whether it was acing a challenging exam, overcoming a fear, or achieving a personal milestone. These moments are your proof points, your reminders that you are resourceful, resilient, and capable. They reinforce the belief that success isn't a fluke, it's a habit you've already begun to master. 5. Imagination, walking into your future. Your mind is the ultimate creator of your reality. What you envision in your imagination has the power to shape your beliefs and, consequently, your actions. Robbins invites us to walk into our future by vividly imagining the life we desire. When you close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals, you're doing more than daydreaming, you're training your brain to believe it's possible. Imagine yourself thriving in your dream career, living in your ideal home, or achieving a personal goal that feels out of reach today. The more you visualize this reality, the more real it becomes in your mind. This belief propels you forward, making you more likely to take the actions necessary to turn that vision into reality. Why this matters? Beliefs are not set in stone, they are malleable, shaped by the environment you choose, the events you experience, the knowledge you absorb, the results you achieve, and the future you imagine. By understanding and mastering these 5 forces, you can rewrite the narrative of your life. The question isn't whether you're capable, it's whether you believe you are. Change your beliefs, and you change your life. You have the power to build a mindset that fuels your potential and drives you toward greatness. Believe in your dreams, nurture them, and watch as the world aligns to make them a reality. After all, the only limits that truly exist are the ones you place on yourself. So, what will you believe is possible today? So now that we understand how beliefs are formed, let's dive into the 7 empowering thoughts Tony Robbins believes can lead us toward excellence. These aren't just statements, they are transformative mindsets, ways of thinking that can turn challenges into opportunities and ordinary lives into extraordinary journeys. Let's unpack them one by one, with the depth and emotion they deserve. 1. Everything happens for a reason, and it's all for my benefit. This isn't just optimism, it's a shift in perspective. When life throws you into chaos, it's easy to feel like the universe is working against you. But what if every setback was actually a setup for something greater? What if every obstacle was a lesson, every failure a stepping stone? Imagine losing a job you thought was everything, only to realize later that it pushed you toward a career that lights up your soul. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Trust that the struggles, heartbreaks, and detours are molding you into the person you're meant to be. Believe that there's a greater plan at work, even if you can't see it yet. 2. Failure isn't a word that exists in the English language. There are no other options. In the world of excellence, failure isn't an endpoint, it's a teacher. When Thomas Edison was asked about his countless attempts to invent the light bulb, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Adopt this mindset, and failure loses its sting. It becomes a necessary part of growth, a signal that you're pushing boundaries. When you remove failure from your vocabulary, you remove fear from your heart. You understand that every stumble is just part of the climb, and the summit is always within reach. 3. Accept responsibility for whatever happens. Owning your life means owning all of it, the good, the bad, and the messy in between. It's tempting to blame circumstances, other people, or even fate for your struggles, but Robbins reminds us that true power comes from taking responsibility. When you stop pointing fingers and start looking inward, you reclaim control. This isn't about self-blame, it's about recognizing your role in shaping your reality. It's saying, "This is my life, and I have the power to change it." That's a game changer because when you take responsibility, you take back the driver's seat. 4. To utilize everything, I don't need to comprehend everything. Sometimes, we get stuck in analysis paralysis, waiting to understand every detail before taking action. Robbins urges us to let go of that need for complete understanding. Life is too complex, and often, action must come before clarity. Think of it this way, you don't need to know how electricity works to flip a switch and light up a room. Similarly, you don't need to understand every nuance of an opportunity to seize it. Trust that as you move forward, the path will reveal itself. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. 5. People are my most valuable asset. No one achieves greatness alone. The most successful people understand the immense value of relationships, mentors who guide, friends who support, and teams who collaborate. Robbins emphasizes that people are the true treasures in your life. Take time to nurture these connections. Show gratitude to those who uplift you, and be a source of encouragement to others. Building meaningful relationships doesn't just enrich your life, it creates a network of support that propels you toward success. Remember, the people in your corner can often see the potential in you before you see it in yourself. 6. Work is a game. What if, instead of dreading work, you saw it as a game, a challenge to be conquered, a puzzle to be solved? This shift in mindset turns drudgery into excitement. Games are fun, engaging, and rewarding, and when you approach your work with this attitude, it transforms your experience. Set goals like you would in a game. Celebrate small wins, learn from setbacks, and keep striving for that next level. When you see work as a game, you bring creativity, energy, and passion to the table. Success becomes not just a destination but an exhilarating journey. 7. Without commitment, there can be no long-term success. Commitment isn't just a promise, it's a way of life. It's waking up every day and choosing to pursue your goals, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient. Without commitment, dreams remain just that, dreams. True commitment means staying the course, even when the road gets rough. It's the fuel that powers persistence and the foundation of lasting success. When you commit fully, you send a powerful message to the universe: I am in this for the long haul. And the universe responds by opening doors you didn't even know existed. Putting it all together. These 7 thoughts are more than ideas, they are guiding principles for living a life of excellence. They challenge you to see the world differently, to believe in yourself more deeply, and to take ownership of your journey. Adopting these mindsets won't just change the way you think, it will change the way you live. You'll start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll find strength in moments of doubt and joy in the pursuit of your dreams. Excellence isn't a gift, it's a habit. And these thoughts are the foundation upon which that habit is built. So, are you ready to embrace these empowering beliefs and step into the greatness that's waiting for you? The journey starts now. Now that we have clarity on where we want to go and the beliefs that will fuel our journey, it's time to explore the behaviors and strategies that can turn those aspirations into reality. Tony Robbins emphasizes that successful individuals don't achieve greatness by accident. Their lives are built on consistent behaviors and mindsets that work together like the pieces of a puzzle. If we want to replicate their success, we need a system, a structured approach to understanding and applying these behaviors. Robbins calls this syntax, which refers to the specific order and combination of actions that create extraordinary results. Let's break it down. Understanding syntax, the recipe for success. Syntax is like a recipe. Just as baking a perfect cake requires the right ingredients in the right sequence, achieving success requires us to combine thoughts and actions in a specific order. And just like recipes, everyone's syntax might be slightly different, but the principles remain the same. To help us grasp this concept, Robbins introduces a framework. V. Visual, what you see. A. Auditory, what you hear. K. Kinesthetic, what you feel. E. External, sensory input from the outside world. I. Internal, what you imagine or feel inside. D. Digital, the words you think or say. Tonal, the tone or sound of what you hear. For example, seeing something in the physical world, like a beautiful sunset, is visual external. Feeling deep gratitude within yourself is kinesthetic internal. By combining these elements, you can create a formula for achieving any goal. The challenge lies in figuring out the specific sequence of these elements that work best for you. Step 4. Record and replicate. As you listen to their responses, take detailed notes. These responses will form your personal recipe for achieving similar results. For example, Step 1. Visualize a clear and vivid image of your goal, Step 2. Say a powerful affirmation to yourself, such as, I am unstoppable, Step 3. Feel the excitement and gratitude within you as if you've already succeeded, When you replicate this sequence in your own life, you'll begin to experience the same levels of motivation, focus, and achievement. Putting it all together, your blueprint for success. This process is about more than copying someone else's actions, it's about uncovering the deeper mindset and emotional states that drive their behaviors. By understanding the syntax behind success, you can create your own formula, one that aligns with your goals and strengths. Imagine having a cheat code for life, a step-by-step guide that empowers you to take action with confidence and clarity. That's what syntax and strategy elicitation offer. It's not magic, it's the result of observing, learning, and applying proven methods. The beauty of this system is its flexibility. Whether you're aiming for career success, personal growth, or deeper relationships, you can use these principles to map out a clear path forward. All it takes is curiosity, persistence, and the willingness to learn from those who have walked the path before you. So, start identifying your heroes. Ask questions. Observe their behaviors. And most importantly, be ready to take action. Your success isn't just a dream, it's a formula waiting to be discovered. Clarity of values, the foundation of your success. Every successful individual is deeply rooted in their values, those unique, personal principles that define what truly matters to them. Values serve as your internal compass, guiding your decisions, actions, and aspirations. When you know what you stand for, you have clarity on what to pursue in life, which makes the journey toward success much more powerful. But here's the catch, values are not static. Over time, they evolve based on your experiences, growth, and the different stages of your life. The values you had when you were younger may not be the same as what you hold dear now. This evolution is natural, and it's an essential part of becoming a more successful, self-aware individual. Now, to truly understand the most crucial values that will propel you forward, follow these steps. List the most significant areas of your life. These could include things like family, career, health, or relationships. Identify the big categories that define your existence. Reflect on what matters most in each category. For example, in your career, it might be achievement, recognition, or autonomy. In relationships, it could be love, trust, or communication. Write down everything that comes to mind, don't censor yourself. Rank them in order of importance. Once you have your list, prioritize your values. What stands at the top? What aligns most with your deepest desires and aspirations? This exercise isn't just about writing things down. It's about gaining clarity. When you know what truly matters, you can make decisions that are in alignment with your highest goals. You will no longer be distracted or pulled in multiple directions. This understanding is the core foundation of your value system. This clarity also becomes an essential tool for strengthening your relationships, particularly with those closest to you. Sharing your values and understanding theirs creates deeper connections and mutual respect. Energy, the fuel for your success. Have you ever noticed how some of the world's most successful people seem to have unlimited energy? They seem to have boundless enthusiasm and a constant drive to keep going, no matter the circumstances. What's their secret? Tony Robbins explains that your mind and body are deeply connected in a cybernetic loop. Essentially, the way you feel mentally is influenced by how you treat your body, and vice versa. This means that you can control your mental state by taking control of your physical state. This concept is powerful because it places the responsibility for your energy levels in your hands. If you want to feel more energized, move your body. If you want to change your mindset, change your physiology. This is why successful people exercise regularly, eat well, and focus on staying active. Their energy isn't just a result of their mindset, it's a deliberate choice of how they treat their body. Take a simple example: if you want to feel more happy or positive, just smile. You'll find it nearly impossible to maintain a negative or sad mood while smiling. The body has the power to influence the mind, and vice versa. So, when you feel down, try doing something physical like stretching, walking, or dancing. Your mood will shift as your body begins to move. The power of state, unlocking your full potential. According to Robbins, one of the key principles for achieving the results you desire is to put yourself in a resourceful state. This means getting into the right mental and emotional condition to perform the kinds of actions that will lead to success. Whether it's confidence, energy, or focus, your state determines your performance. But how do you get into that resourceful state? That's where anchors come into play. An anchor is something that triggers a powerful emotional or physical state within you. Robbins suggests using anchors to stimulate your best performance and get yourself into that high-energy, confident, and resourceful place. Here are the 4 stages to create an anchor for your peak state. Put yourself in a fully connected state. Get your body involved. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and get yourself in the highest energy state possible. Imagine you're preparing to give a winning performance. You need to physically embody the state you want to be in. Set the anchor at the state's peak. At the peak of your emotional state, choose a specific action or gesture that can serve as your anchor. This could be clenching your fist, touching your thumb and forefinger together, or standing in a power pose. Make it something that's distinctive, so it's easy to recall. Use a unique trigger. The action you choose to anchor your state should be something you don't typically do. It should be unique, so your mind associates it specifically with the emotional state you want to access. Replicate the anchor. Once you've set your anchor, use it repeatedly. Every time you perform the gesture or action, it will bring you back into the state of resourcefulness. This consistency strengthens the connection between your action and the emotional state you desire. By following these steps, you create a powerful mental trigger that enables you to perform at your peak whenever you need to. Whenever you want to feel confident, energized, and focused, simply activate your anchor. It's a fast and effective way to get into the optimal state for success. Conclusion: aligning values, energy, and state for success. The path to greatness isn't just about having the right beliefs or thinking positively. It's about aligning your values, managing your energy, and mastering your state. By understanding and practicing these principles, you can elevate your performance and create lasting success in any area of your life. Success isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice of living according to your values, maintaining your energy, and stepping into your best state whenever you need it most. When your mind, body, and beliefs are in sync, there's nothing you can't achieve. So, take charge of your energy and state, and let them propel you toward the life you've always imagined. Bonding power, the art of building relationships. One of the key secrets to success is building strong relationships with others. The world's most successful individuals excel at forming genuine, lasting connections, and a large part of their success comes from mastering the art of bonding. One effective method they use is mirroring and matching, a technique that involves subtly mimicking someone's behavior to establish rapport. You've probably heard that words make up only 7% of human communication, intonation accounts for 38%, and body language represents 55%. This means that a lot of the communication we engage in happens without saying a word. It's all about how we present ourselves physically and emotionally. When you mirror someone's body language, tone of voice, and gestures, you naturally make them feel more comfortable and connected to you. This is why mirroring is so powerful. However, be careful not to overdo it. If you mirror someone's behavior in a way that feels unnatural, such as copying an awkward twitch, they may feel mocked rather than understood. It's essential to keep it subtle and organic. Once rapport is established, you can move on to a technique called pace and lead. This is when you gradually shift your posture or tone of voice, and because you've already connected with them, they will unconsciously follow your lead. It's like gently guiding the conversation or interaction in the direction you want, without forcing it. Mastery of communication, getting what you want. Effective communication is the cornerstone of both personal and professional success. The most successful individuals are often exceptional communicators. They know exactly how to use words, body language, and tone to get what they want. One of the most important skills in communication is knowing how to ask for what you want. If you want to master this skill, follow these 5 steps. Make a specific request. Be clear about what you're asking for. Vague requests are often ignored or misunderstood. Be direct and specific. Ask the right person. Make sure you're asking someone who has the ability to help. Asking the wrong person wastes time and energy. Make the person feel valuable. Everyone wants to feel appreciated. Let the person you're asking know how much you value their help or input. Ask with focused belief. When you ask for something, do so with conviction and belief that it will happen. A focused belief increases the likelihood of your success. Keep asking until you get what you want. Persistence is key. Don't stop asking until you've achieved your goal. It might not come from the first person or the first attempt. Another powerful tool successful communicators use is the agreement frame. This technique allows you to address resistance while maintaining a sense of harmony. If you want someone to see things from your perspective, you can use these 3 phrases. I'm grateful, Anne. I admire Anne. I agree, Anne. By replacing words like, but, or, however, with, and, you avoid triggering the other person's natural resistance. This simple change keeps their mind open to your perspective and makes them more likely to agree with what you're saying. Conclusion: putting it all together for success. The concepts in unlimited power are timeless, and by consistently applying these principles in your life, you can dramatically improve your professional and personal outcomes. Whether it's building strong relationships through mirroring and matching, or using effective communication strategies to ask for what you want, these tools empower you to influence others and achieve success. Remember, success isn't just about what you know, it's about how you connect with others, how you communicate, and how you build rapport. By mastering these skills, you'll be able to unlock your full potential and reach new heights in your personal and professional life.